What's up, guys? Alex Anthopoulos continuing to keep us on our toes, constructing the 2025 puzzle that is the team, and this one's a little confusing to me as we trade Angel Perdomo to the Los Angeles Angels for a player to be named later and cash considerations. So that puts the lefties at Aaron Bummer and Dylan Lee. And typically, the last couple of seasons, we've like 3 or 4 lefties, given the NL East powerhouses of lefties in every lineup. I thought Perdomo was showing enough to be a piece to the bullpen, but clearly not, and clearly he wasn't going to make the team, so getting something for him, I guess. But this would also lend to AJ Smith-Shawver being the 5th starter or the long man, or Ian Anderson being the 5th starter or the long man, which, look, Ian Anderson doesn't necessarily give me the warm and fuzzies no matter what part of the roster he's on due to his command issues this spring, but it certainly doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies if he's in the bullpen. The one thing you cannot do is walk people. I love the idea of AJ Smith-Shawver in the 5th starter role, and maybe the start of Spencer Strider today escalated his timetable. Probably not, but that's also a thought. But definitely Ian Anderson in the bullpen, that feels like a disaster. Nothing against Ian. He's still somehow getting outs and putting up zeros, which is the most important thing, but it just feels weird, and it feels like more moves are coming of some sort, but only having 2 lefties in the bullpen and presumably those being in the back end. The depth isn't necessarily there, but I think once Spencer Strider comes back, you got a pretty good AJ Smith-Shawver in the 5-hole, Grant Holmes in the long man. I don't hate that at all. But Perdomo, I thought he showed enough. But he was scratchy a few outings, but I also don't feel too comfortable with Anderson Pilar. We saw how he struggled against the Phillies A lineup and how it just kind of wasn't there for him. And he's a Rule 5 pick, and if we don't put him on the roster, then we have to offer him back to Miami, which feels like the the ultimate what's going to happen. But maybe he makes the roster. I don't know, because I thought Perdomo was pretty solid. But Alex Anthopoulos and the Braves know better than I do. This one just confuses me a bit. But you know what? It's going to be fun to watch. Again, the box of chocolates bullpen that it is currently continues to get mixed up and is definitely interesting, and we will see how it works out. Maybe we have another trade or David Robinson or somebody we'd never heard of. We haven't done that yet or not talked about. We haven't done that with Alex Anthopoulos yet this year. And you know, he is always turning over rocks and doing everything he can to make this team as good as possible. So, as always, go Braves, champions forever. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, helps out a lot. Thanks, guys. Alex Anthopoulos never sleeps.